And
yeah, I mean, I think it's awesome. You know, like I said, that makes it so much easier. You know, I mean, I couldn't even fathom any of this, you know,
Sure.
15, 16 years ago. Like, it just
Yeah.
it blow my mind.
Right.
Like, what? But, I mean, I think it's great. I think it helps bands out quite a bit. At the same time, I think that it's certainly kind of taken a little bit of the romanticism or mysticism out of music and shows and
Sure.
records and I'm only saying that because I kind of compare it to when I was a kid and you know, would hear music or hear bands. Not even a kid, I mean, but like a teenager, young adult.
Sure.
And like go buy a record. I had no idea what the band even looked like. I had no idea. Sometimes I didn't even know their names.
Yeah.
It was just like a record, side A, side B, you know, some songs, you
Right,
know?
right.
And I'm like, I love this.
Yeah.
And then you would see a flyer magically appear in the window of a record store.
Right.
And you're like, whoa,
Right.
that band from Portland, Oregon's coming to, you know, all
Yeah.
the way to, you know, Florida or whatever.
Yeah.
And, you know, there was just this excitement and you had no idea what to expect.
Sure.
All you knew of was these sounds like on this wax, you know. And, you know, I just remember going to some shows like that where it's like, you know, waiting and, you know, here comes the band out and they plug in and you're not sure who's a roadie, who's like this or who's that. And then they'd start doing their thing and these voices are coming out and you're like, oh, that's what that guy looks like. Whoa.
Yeah.
And you're like, wait a second.
Yeah.
I saw that guy at the coffee shop down the street like
Right.
a few out.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
nowadays it's just, you know, it's not like that. Everything's so spread out and so open and you know, it seems like a lot of people also are, you know, more careful about, you know, what they say and how they present themselves and
Right.
everything. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Because
Absolutely.
they're afraid that it's all going to be just like, which is totally understandable too.
Well, it's weird,
I mean,
you know,
it's
we're
like
in this, it's a,
lack of privacy.
that's what it is. We find ourselves in literally the most open time
Yeah.
as a species, but we all have to close off completely for fear
Yeah.
of some sort of reprimand or pissing
Yeah.
somebody off or,
That's true.
you know,
That's true.
it's very strange.
Yeah. But I mean, all in all, you know, it blows my mind how, you know, my bass player, Joe, has kind of been schooling me on how Twitter works. And this is all new to me.
Right.
I started an account a long time ago. And I didn't even, you know, I had never aggregated all the account. That's what
Sure.
it's called, right?
I think so, yeah.
Is that
Sounds
the
right.
correct
Yeah,
term?
that sounds right.
So I've never aggregate where it's like MySpace and Facebook and everything's connected
Yeah.
where I could just say, hey, show at Bogart's right now, you know, and
then
it
it's
goes
everywhere.
out to all
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah.
I've never done that. So I was going to like, you know, MySpace for me, for then Revival Tour, then to Facebook, and then Revival Tour Facebook, and then my website to change it, and then just like,
Yeah.
this drive me crazy.
Absolutely.
So when like Twitter started coming about, I'm like, I can't handle
One more thing.
Like I don't even know.
Right.
And recently I started getting into it, and he was telling me how it works, and I've been amazed because like the response that I started to get from people, you know, that were like, hey, I just heard you're here playing with Social D. I would love to come out. I can't afford it. And I'm just like, man, you have tickets in your names. And it's just done and done.
Yeah.
And for us, it was no big deal. You know, it's happened a few times where, I mean, like we have a couple spots on our list, and if somebody really wants to come see us play and, you know, can't afford it,
Yeah.
you know, we'll try our best,
Right.
you know, and that blew my mind, you know, or people just kind of coming out of the woodworks that normally I wouldn't have been in touch with,
Sure.
you know, as it was. So there's a lot of pros to it.
Sure.
Who knows where it's going?
I couldn't even begin to
telling,
guess.
Man. There's no telling.
No.